Hi there, how are y'all doing today? I thought it would be a great day to do a full face of e.l.f. cosmetics. I recently placed an Ulta order, correct that, an e.l.f. order, and I got some of the newest products, and so I just wanted to do a full face with the new products that I got and some of my favorites. Also stay tuned because my next video is going to be my entire e.l.f. collection, which is sitting in front of me, which I can't believe. So I think that's going to be enjoyable for everybody. So stay tuned. Let's get started with one of the new products that I just purchased from the e.l.f. website. And this is the Hydrating Core Lip Shine. So these are like a tinted lip balm. They're just adorable. They have a little heart in the center here. So I figured we'd put a little lip balm on first. Not a lot of pigment. Feels really nice on my lips. So that will get our lips in shape for when we put our lip products on. One of the other new products that I just got is this new e.l.f. the Sun Touchable Wow Glow. This is SPF 30 and it is a glowy sunscreen / primer. Usually I use my Estee Lauder Day Wear with the SPF of 30, and if I'm going to be out in the sun a lot more, then I'll use a really heavy duty sunscreen. If I'm going to be just in and out, then in my personal opinion, an SPF of 30 is fine. I'm going to use this Anissa skincare brush to apply this. I hope you can see already the little glow that I'm getting here. This is really easy to blend. It doesn't feel like it's going to pill under my makeup. It doesn't feel heavy on my face. It feels nice and light. And look at that glow. Already we got some glow going on. I am going to apply this everywhere since this is a sunscreen. Did y'all see that Supergoop just came out with an SPF for the lips? I know Hawaiian Tropic makes one, Chapstick brand makes one. It's very expensive, but we don't need to forget our lips either. So that is really nicely applied onto my skin. I also got the new color corrector from e.l.f. I got the lightest peach shade. I already have the yellow shade of this and I loved the consistency so much. I decided to get the pink shade and try it out for color correcting. I felt like the yellow gave me a really nice brightening under the eyes, and I'm hoping that the peach will kind of do half of the concealer's job for it so that I can apply even less concealer, because that's pretty important as we get older and we have signs of aging. So I can definitely see the difference. I should have waited to put that little glob on there. But I definitely see a subtle difference, which is all I'm expecting. I don't want my color corrector to conceal. I just want it to give me a tiny little advantage. And I feel like it did that. I feel like my under eyes look really good. If I wanted to go for a no makeup day, I could just maybe put a little bit of this and a little bit of what I'm going to apply next on, some blush, some mascara, and go. So this is a rock star in the makeup world. This is the e.l.f. Halo Glow Liquid Filter. And it is an alternative for some higher end products that simply give the skin a nice little glow. You can use it underneath foundation so that the glow shines through. You can use it as a highlighter. You can just use it in so many ways. And the reason that I prefer this over all of the other ones is because it actually gives a little bit of coverage. And so in my case, just this and that color corrector and a little blush would just do me just fine if I just wanted a 5-minute makeup look. So I do love that I'm getting a little bit of coverage here, and I'm really glowing now. This is not shimmery, it's not shiny, it doesn't look unnatural. I feel like it just gives the skin a very healthy look about it. It blends really easily. I was concerned about applying this on top of the SPF, but it is applying really, really well. So that's the Halo Glow. Let's see here, what shade did I get in this? I got shade 2 in this one. So I just look a little evened out. Don't look like I have makeup on. Just look like I have a natural glow. I love it. E.L.F. concealers. I have 3 E.L.F. concealers. I have the original camo. I have the camo creamy concealer. These are a little heavy for my under eyes. I love to use these. I'll use the camo this morning as spot concealers. I feel like they're perfect for that. So a little dab here. Somehow I've managed to develop a couple of zits. And so just to show you how this works, I will use it as a spot concealer. There's my brush. So just under here, gets rid of any little redness around your nose. And then right here, right where this little thing decided to grow. Okay, so I have now spot concealed with the camo. The foundation I'm going to use today is the OG. This is the E.L.F. Flawless Satin Foundation. So I had the camo foundation. Not only was the color way, way too light, but on me, it looked really thick and makeup-y. I am newer at applying these types of products, so it could very well be user error, but I kind of put it back in the back of my makeup shelf, and unfortunately it expired, and it does have sunscreen in it, so I had to declutter that one. So this is a little dark. This is in the shade Toffee, but I'm so tired of getting shades that are too light for me, so I'm going a little dark these days. So I've never tried this one before. This is one of the new products that I just got. So we're just gonna blend this in with my Anissa foundation brush. I've been enjoying using this and the BK 101 for my foundations. And because it's a little dark, I'm avoiding the actual jawline because that's where you can really see that the color is wrong. So first I'm getting all of the other areas on my face. I'm getting a medium natural finish. Again, this is very blendable. It does not feel thick. It's a, I'm not gonna say thin formula, but it's on the thinner side. And I just feel like my skin is looking gorgeous right now. E.L.F. is one of the most affordable brands. Some of their prices on things have increased, but so has the quality of the products and the quality of the packaging. And they just keep getting better and better, in my opinion. They're very inclusive with their shade ranges. And I'm a big fan of E.L.F. This is about $14. The Halo Glow. The Woe Glow is the same, about $14. The foundation, $6. The two camo concealers, $6. And the color corrector, $6. And I feel like those are really, really affordable. So I'm gonna blend this in with my sponge so that I have a seamless blend here where I kind of ended the foundation. So we're just gonna kind of blend right along my neck right here. There we go. Really happy so far with all of this. The concealer I'm gonna use under my eyes is this concealer from E.L.F. And this is the Flawless Brightening Concealer. It has a little brush and then it has a click pen. So you click some product up and you put it wherever you want brightening on your face. And a makeup artist that I love watching, Nikki LaRose, this is one of her top products for makeup beginners or people who don't wear a lot of makeup. And the reason is because you have the little clicky pen, you just click a couple of times, you brush it on. You can use your fingers or you can use a brush, whatever you prefer. It's a thin enough formula that it blends out easily for beginners. It doesn't get really out of hand, but it has enough coverage that a beginner would notice that their under eyes look brightened. So I think the packaging and the ease of use, and also the fact that it is a really nice product, is the reason that she chose this out of all the other concealers that are out there for affordability. This was her affordability choice. And I had this in my stash. I'm gonna put a little up on my upper eyelids because E.L.F. does not have an eyeshadow primer yet. I think that's about the only thing in their collection, correct me if I'm wrong, that they don't have at this point. So I'm going to use a little bit of this concealer for that. For a setting powder, this is my favorite loose setting powder. And this is the Halo Glow setting powder. So I'm going to use this setting powder under my eyes. Just going to dip a little bit out. This has a little bit of a pinky peachy shade to it, and I feel like that's really flattering, and it adds just a little bit more brightening to the under eyes. This powder is very good quality. I think this is less than $10, and I have it right in with my Laura Mercier, now my Huda Beauty, my Bye Bye Dark Circles powder, and I reach for this one 9 times out of 10. So we got some powder now under our eyes to kind of set this concealer. Concealer doesn't need a lot of setting because of the formula that it is. So I adore this powder. To set the rest of the face, I'm actually going to use the E.L.F. Camo Powder Foundation. So this was another one of those products last year that just took the makeup industry by storm. And I got the shade Fair, which of course was too light. It has a mirror and it also has a little compartment with this puff that I have used to apply it as foundation before. Today I'm going to use it as a setting powder, so I'm going to take my fluffy BK brush, swirl it in. Now because this is a foundation, you're going to want to tap off and you're going to want to apply a very light layer of this, because this is definitely a medium to full coverage foundation powder. It's not just another powder. It actually, the consistency and the way it's made is to use as a foundation. But I wanted to highlight everything today, so my makeup looks really set. Everything still looks really pretty. And again, I'm going to take my little sponge and kind of mesh everything together. I find that the more I do this little simple step, the more my makeup looks just like it blends into the other products seamlessly. For bronzer, I have 2 products. I have the Putty Bronzer, and then I have the Luminous Putty Bronzer. So on my forehead, I'm going to use the Putty Bronzer. I believe this is in the shade Tan Lines. Yes, so this is what the Putty Bronzer looks like. Well loved. And my very favorite brush of all time, no matter what other brushes I get, I need like 10 of these. The e.l.f. Duo Complexion Brush, it's $8. It has the larger and the smaller side that you can use for cream, powder, bronzer, blush, and then concealer, highlight, whatever you want. So I'm going to dip this into the regular Putty Bronzer. This is more of a matte Putty Bronzer. And because I don't necessarily want my forehead glowing, we're going to apply this to the forehead. And so I like this particular shade. I don't feel like it's too warm for me. I feel like when it's applied to my skin, it looks good. It goes well under or over powder. I've used it in all sorts of ways. Have a lot of experience with this one. And so there, now we have some brightness, and just see how easily that blended in. We'll put a little through the crease here. Like that, just a little dimension, you know, I love to do that. And now we're going to go in with our Putty Luminous Bronzer. So I can't remember what this is in. I think the second lightest shade. Very, very much cooler looking in the pan, but it looks really nice on my cheeks. So I'm gonna take a little, and you see right here where this natural shadow is, that's where I'm gonna put this, right in through here. Don't want to pass like this mark right here. Just want it back here and up to meet the bronzer on the forehead. This is so blendable, really, really easy for beginners, I feel like. You can just start with a small amount, put a little over the bridge of my nose, go in with a little more. Again, I have this shadow right here, and that's where I'm gonna put this, because this one is a little more cool tone, so it can serve to define the face a little bit and to bronze. That's the way it works on me personally. So just a little tiny chisel right there for these chubby cheeks. All right, put a little in the crease there too. So we are bronzed now. And for blushes, I don't even know how many of the, I have every single one of the cream blushes. So let's pick a shade. Let's try this one. This is Belize. This is one of the Luminous Putty blushes. Again, they have the regular matte, and then they have the luminous blushes. So let's use Belize. I'm gonna swirl it in again, same brush, and we're gonna put it a little bit higher on the actual cheekbone. Go in really soft like this if you want, just a little something something. Or you can really build it up like that. And I like to kind of up there, just blends everything better. Swirl it around just like this, right on the cheekbone, starting right about here, the middle of the eyebrow or so for me. Work it up, work it around, even up on the forehead for me a little bit. Okay, a little over the bridge of the nose, obviously a little in through here. Just, to me, it just gives a really cohesive look. So I'm going to set this with some powder blush now. And this is my favorite shade of the powder blush. I really need my glasses. This is a very vibrant corally shade, and this is the highlighter that we're going to use. Look at that. That is so pretty. I have got to remember to bring my glasses over for you guys. All right. So again, we're going to go up and around here, and we're going to place this on top of the cream blush, And actually it sets it just like a powder would set foundation. And it also gives a little more depth, a little more vibrancy, just another layer of interest. It's these little tiny things that, you know, someone would look at your makeup and they would go, man, our makeup looks good. And they don't know really what's making it look good. They just know it's looking good. Swirl it through here again. Gonna take our same brush, dip into the highlighter. I don't want a really dramatic highlighter today. The highlighter is gonna go almost here on my lower eyelid, right in the outer part here, and up around in a C above my eyebrow. But the main part of it I'm depositing right here, and then what's left I'm just kind of taking up there. And you can see how subtle that is. This is $3 for this bite-sized blush, a blush and a highlighter. $3. You can't beat that. The putty, bronzers, blushes, all of that are, I believe, $6. Okay, so we are highlighted now. And I'm going to go ahead and start getting the eyebrows going. E.L.F. has this double-sided eyebrow, clear eyebrow gel. You can see I'm using this side is not used yet. And this is $3 for 2 sides of this. So I take this clear brow gel and I just get them standing up, headed in the right direction this morning. There, just like that. All right, so brows have begun. We've got that lip balm on, so our lips feel nice and nourished, but I don't feel like I need to take the lip balm off. I feel like it's really gotten into the lips. So now we need a lip pencil, and I believe I'm going to use this lip pencil there, a triangle shape, which I adore. It's a nude pink color. I have several of these. Again, I'm going to be doing my entire E.L.F. collection, which is massive now that I look at it. So there we go. Use our triangle here, using the top of the triangle here around the Cupid's bow. Some people like to kind of fill in their Cupid's bow. I figure these are the lips that my parents gave me. And I probably wouldn't do a good job filling in the Cupid's bow anyway, because I'm still pretty much a beginner. Have y'all seen the new Heather Austin palette? I've watched Heather Austin. I can't talk and do this. I love her elaborate eyeshadow looks. And she just got a new collab with Unearthly Cosmetics, and her eyeshadow palette looks amazing. This is the newest FACE E.L.F. lipstick. This is the shade Dirty Talk. Very pretty nudie pink. Very nice, just natural, neutral color. So again, I'll show you the rest of my lip collection when we do that video. For eyes, we have so many choices. So what I think I'm gonna do is start with a neutral cream shadow. E.L.F. has these. It is the No Budge Cream Eyeshadow. They have these in neutral and colorful tones. So I believe I'm going to use this flat brush because it worked yesterday so well with Danessa Myricks. And I'm just going to apply a little of this as a base for my eyeshadow look today. This is a kind of corally neutral brown shade. There we go. Oh, that's showing up more now. You know what? I don't think I wiped that eyeshadow off from yesterday. That's okay. We can have a little brown added in with this, right? Okay, isn't that pretty? So that's a cream eyeshadow. E.L.F. has those again in a lot of shades. So for our look today, I haven't worn this one in a while. These little quads are $3, and this one is in pumpkin pie. I think this will go very well with the cheek. So let's take a large fluffy brush, and I'm going to go into this shade right here. There we go. Just add a little something something in the crease. Just like that. So let's see here for our shimmer. Let's go in with this one with our finger today. Did you see that? Their shimmers are so pretty. There we go. I have so many of these quads. All right. There is our eye look for today. They also have these eyeshadow sticks. This is kind of more of an orangey one. Let's just take this out here. A little bit of drama out there. Just like that. Just adds just a little something to that look. You can use these in the waterline. You can use them as eyeshadows, as eyeliners, on and on and on. For mascara, I'm going to use the new Lash Roll. This is one of their newest mascaras. It's supposed to be an alternative for the Benefit Roller Lash, which I've never used personally. There we go. I really like this. This formula is not too wet, it's not too dry, it's not clumpy. It's giving me a lot of length. I hear you, honey. My husband's out there telling me I've got 5 minutes. Real quick, I wanted to mention the items behind me. That's from my most recent Dollar Tree haul. I got 2 hummingbird feeders. They're $1.25 each. And I've got more expensive hummingbirders. Did you hear that? Hummingbird feeders. But they just don't last. And so I figure it's easier to replace a $1.25 every year if I have to, than replace a $30 hummingbird feeder. And it's cheaper too. And then I got some bird seed, getting into spring fever here. So you can see this eyebrow pencil. It's a little on the waxy side, which is really actually great for my particular type of brows. It's got good color. It's got a spoolie on the other end. It's $3. And then just a swipe of eyebrow gel. This and the Kosas have become my 2 favorite tinted eyebrow gels. Okay, that's it. That is our whole face of E.L.F. Using some of the OG products and some of the new products. One more thing. I forgot the setting spray. This is the Dewy Coconut setting spray. This mister isn't the most gentle mister. It smells wonderful. Anything coconut, I love. There we go. And we are ready for the day. I hope that you enjoyed this. Please subscribe, please like this video, and stay tuned because my next video will be going over my entire e.l.f. collection, including skincare. Hope you have a wonderful day. See you next time.